Okay guys, welcome to my little nuggets of gold. I just thought that today I might do a bit of a cooking session and try and work a little bit of mathematics into it, if I can. Okay, so what's Mrs. D got on the menu today? On the menu we are having hamburgers. So you need to first of all, slice through the circumference. Now remember, this is the circumference. I've actually pre-done it. I have sliced through the circumference. Then I'm going to spread some butter, some Proactive lowers your cholesterol butter in the area. This is the area of my roll. I hear you asking, why is she putting butter? But I know that I'm going to heat this up because I love crunchy. We'll put that back together again. We'd like some crunchy bread. The hamburgers are best when it's crunchy. Okay, now there's a good word for you, crunchy. So you can add that into your stories. So we're quickly spreading the butter in the area of the circle. Okay, I'll just prepare these for now. I'll probably no doubt have to make some more. Okay, now if I hold this bread roll up, there is the circumference. That is the circumference of a circle. Remember, the radius goes from the center point to the circumference. The diameter goes from one side of the circumference through the middle to the other end. Now, we don't need to do any of that for this particular delicious lunch. Okay, so what am I going to do now? I'm actually going to put that into the frying pan just quickly, just to sort of toast it up a bit. I don't want to create too much heat in the kitchen. Right, so here we go. I'm going to just pause it, or I'll bring the pan over. Be careful because it's hot. Now this is something that you could be helping out in the kitchen. Rightio, so that's 2 rolls. Now I'm back. So in the meantime, I'm going to prepare my onions. So I'm going to, as well, rather than cutting through the circumference this time, I'm going to go through the circumference from the top right through the center point and down to the other end. So technically I have got half an onion. Remember, 2 halves make a whole. Right, now I'm actually going to, there you go, I'm taking 1 half. I've just cut it into halves again. Now, that means I have got I've got 2 halves, and now I've actually created a quarter. So you can see there's, can't even hold it. There's 3/4 of an onion. There is my 1/4. You can actually see, so 3/4 plus 1/4 equals a whole. That's when we're adding fractions with common denominators. Try and think of objects like this in the kitchen that you can actually get your hands on, but then can actually be useful at the same time. So you should wear glasses. Be careful because we're using a sharp knife. I'd actually like some bigger ones, so I'm just cutting my halves. I'm actually cutting them into about 1/8 now. So that's 1 onion. Again, cut this one into halves. You can see the halves. There we go, halves. And now we'll try some 1/8. But I'm just going to slice it through. Slice this through the circumference through to the center point of the onion. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Being careful not to chop my fingers, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So I'm just getting that ready. Let's see how we go with the bread. Hopefully I'll just grab this plate. So there we go, it's just toasted, the butter has melted just the way we like it. It's not too crunchy. There we go, a bit of, you can see how it's sort of toasted on the side. Rightio, in with the other one. Oops, it's only one half is being buttered. Better butter the other half. Okay, so when you're in the kitchen during this COVID-19 time off, think of times that, rather than just saying, no, cooking's not for me, how about we just get in there, try something, ask your mum or your dad or whoever's in charge of the cooking at your place, ask them if you can just start helping by making things out. No doubt they'll agree. Oh, hang on, I didn't tell you, please wash your hands prior to starting this. I already did. I just thought that's a no-brainer. Now, we like mushrooms as well, so I'm going to be adding some mushrooms. I'm going to be cooking up. I have got 200 grams of mushrooms. So 200 grams is the same as saying 0.2 kg. Now just wait, I'm being called.